Hey fellow shadows, welcome to another video. I'm Phil. If you're new to this channel, welcome. And today we're going to talk about how Arrow Season 7 is not having flashbacks, but has flash forwards. If you guys have seen within the first 5 seasons of Arrow, then you will have seen that they had flash forwards. Flashbacks. Pretty much having present time, and 90% of the flashbacks being about Oliver's 5 years of hell before he came back to Starling City. A few of them were about other characters, but most of them were about Oliver. So then after season 5, they took a break from anythings really. They had the occasional flashbacks, but it wasn't in every single episode. They focused more on the present day than the flashbacks. And then season 7 came along. Then they had introduced the flash forwards. And now we're at the point where, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, skip 10 seconds ahead. But if we find out that Oliver and Felicity has a daughter in the flash forwards, and Felicity's in some messed up stuff, or was, stuff like that. And pretty much that the Star City is in siege practically, and pretty much it's kind of like Star Wars. It's under control of the Empire, and it takes this little group of rebels to fight the Empire. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the flash forwards. I don't mind them. From how they're doing it, I don't mind them. There's only one thing though. Since they are doing flash forwards, now they can't really do the annual flashbacks. Oh, there we go. They can't do the typical flashbacks. I don't know, for some reason with Arrow, the flashbacks seems more classic than flash forwards. Not saying that the flash forwards are bad, because I actually do like them. They give a new perspective. Yeah, they have to, I don't know, make more conscious effort per se to have the present match the future besides the flashbacks. I don't know. Maybe I just have to have the flash forwards sink more into me to get more of a definite feeling. But don't get me wrong, my feeling is more low for the flash forwards than hate for them. Don't get me wrong, I also do like seeing old Dinah as the Black Canary. And in the last episode, by the time this video's up, we guys see Laurel lands towards the end, saving Oliver and Felicity's daughter, pretty much telling their daughter, hey, you need, as a person who knows the personal difficulty of being a hero, you are not exactly a hero yet, but you have a makings of becoming a hero. Yes, I try it. But yeah, Arrow's been my favorite show for the past 7 seasons. I've been there since season 1. Got my father watching it. My brother doesn't like the show, but I love the show. My father thinks it's a decent show. I got one of my good friends into the show, and you wouldn't believe how long it took me to get him into this freaking show. Oi. But thankfully, in the end, I managed to get him and his father to watch at least the first 2 episodes. His father was on board watching Arrow the first 2 seasons, then kind of started to lose interest after the 3rd season. Now, some people say they should have ended it at season 5, maybe. But I loved season 6, and I love season 7 as well, on top of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I'm not really going to go heavy onto who's my favorite Arrow villain in this video, but my favorite Arrow villain has to be Prometheus, which I'll eventually make a video on saying why Prometheus is my favorite Arrow villain. Because Deathstroke, he was the second season's main baddie, but he wasn't exactly a villain, because that was the Merikuru messing with his mind. And yeah, you can say that Malcolm Merlin was a villain, but he later kind of turned goodish, so I'm not gonna really count him as a bad guy compared to like Ra's al Ghul, Ricardo Diaz, Prometheus, Dante. Dante being the current season's villain for present day. But anyways, yeah, season 7's Flash Force is amazing. We saw Wild Dog as the mayor. We've seen his daughter as Black Canary. We saw Dinah as one of the Black Canaries. We saw Earth 2 Laurel as one of the Black Canaries. We saw grown-up William and Felicity's and Oliver's daughter. We saw JJ Diggle's son, Connor Hawk as he goes by. And we saw Roy Harper. He makes an appearance in Flash Forwards as the new Green Arrow, but isn't like a apocalyptic type of thing world in the Flash Forwards. And who else is in there? I'm trying to think of more. Vitalog's daughter, I said that. There's one. Oliver has not been introduced in the Flash Forwards, but they did nod at the fact that he isn't dead. And if you hear a train, I apologize, because I live like literally not too far from a train. It practically lives in my backyard. But yeah, it'd be nice to see Oliver, since it was kind of confirmed in the Flash Forwards that he is not dead. Plus, I kind of figured he wouldn't be dead, because William and Felicity's and Oliver's daughter are both still teenagers. Same with Wild Dog's daughter. So, and in season 3 of The Flash, no, season 1 of The Flash, which would have been Arrow season 3 at the time, when Oliver and Firestorm, or the Green Arrow, or Arrow at the time, and Firestorm helped the Flash take down the Reverse Flash, so the Flash could put the Reverse Flash in the Star Labs metahumans hold. That means their powers as well, which is cool. It's pretty much like a person for metahumans. If you don't know what metahumans are, it's pretty much people with really good abilities, like who's a metahuman? The Flash. The Flash is a metahuman because he can run fast. Firestorm is a metahuman. Superman is not, because he's an alien. Wonder Woman is not, because she's an alien. But in that episode, in this fight, when the Arrow, at the time when Oliver was the Arrow, and Firestorm helped the Flash take down the Reverse Flash, the Reverse Flash had the Arrow pinned to the ground, and the Reverse Flash pretty much vibrated his hand and said, "The history books says that you live to be in your like 80s or 90s. I guess the history books were wrong." And then it was either the Flash or Firestorm that came to Arrow's aid, pretty much preventing the Reverse Flash from vibrating his hand into Oliver's heart. So from that episode, I it's I can unless of Barry by saving his mother from death, making Flashpoint change the history books. Yeah, I don't. It's not like it's like no surprise to me that Oliver's still alive in the Flash forwards. Now, like I said, unless of by the Flash saving his mother, going back in time to save his mother, changed anything else besides Diggle having a son besides a daughter? For like in the Arrow show? Yeah, I'm not. I'm still gonna say Oliver still lives up to whatever age the first Flash says, because in the Flash show, the reason why I kind of made that reference to Diggle having a son and not a daughter, because in like season, I believe 3 of the Flash went back in time, saved his mother from the first Flash, was caused this thing called Flashpoint, where both his parents are alive. Something's happened where the Flash has to go back in time to prevent himself from saving his mom, because he realizes that's what is needed to happen for time to be okay. But he realizes that he changed some stuff, like one of his best friend's brothers are dead. Another of his best friend, she has meta powers. She has special meta-human powers. She later turns into Killer Frost. And but those two are that affected in Arrow. Meaning the Flash. The only thing that by going to Flashpoint and changed in the people's of Arrow's life is that the fact that Diggle had a daughter before the Flash did Flashpoint, and now that since now the Flash did Flashpoint, like undid Flashpoint, the only change in Arrow is the gender of Diggle's child, which was a daughter that they named after Sarah, because at the time, Sarah Lance, because at the time, Sarah Lance, who is currently the Black Canary, what the White Canary on Legends of Tomorrow, was dead. Well, the character, not the actress. They later, Team Arrow had the help from Constantine to bring her back to life. But yeah, Diggle had a daughter named Sarah. They named it in honor of her. Later in Flashpoint, they switched genders. Now it's JJ. But yeah, it was kind of derailed from the subject. I just realized. But yeah, long story short, I don't 100% know how I feel about the flashbacks. Forwards. I like the story arc they're doing for the flash forwards. That's not what I'm getting at. It's not the story arc I'm getting at with the flash forwards. It's the having flash forwards itself, seeing like having the present being forced to have like aligning to the flash forwards, which I don't. It's kind of hard to explain. Just by having the flash forwards, they're kind of putting set in stone for what will be have to happen in the present, and kind of I guess takes less excitement away from the present time, only a bit, because that kind of takes away of saying, oh my god, who's gonna die in this season of Arrow? Because, each season of Arrow, someone important to Oliver Queen dies. Like, first season, it was, well, and I'm talking about present day, was his best friend Tommy. Second season was his mother. Third season, uh, Yeah, Cook died in the third season that was close to Oliver. I don't think anyone really died in the third season. No, Thea. And then she had to come back to life. It was Sarah also. Sarah Lance died. She didn't come back to life until the next season. Then in season 4, it was Laurel Lance who died. Season 5, it was, I believe season 5, which was with Prometheus. Let's see, I think it was the mother to Oliver Queen's child, her son, William. I think no one else close to, like, really close to Oliver died in season 5. And in season 6, Quentin Lance died. The character, not the actors. So now in season 7, seeing how we kind of see the flash forwards, we know that Felicity is still alive. Felicity's still alive, Dinah's still alive, William, Wild Dog, and his daughter are still alive. Oliver was sentenced in Ed. And the only person from Team Arrow currently that we haven't really seen at all was, well, Curtis, but the actor left the show. Unless that, character came back just to get killed off. And Diggle. John Diggle. We haven't seen John Diggle in the flash forwards. And there has been no really any mention whether he lives or dies. So maybe that's the one person that dies in season 7, since we didn't see John Diggle in the flash forwards. And yeah, there were references to John Diggle, but none that would tell us whether if he lives or dies. Or Diggle's wife. I don't know. I feel I'm thinking way too much into this. Am I thinking way too much into this? I think I am. Anyways, what do you guys think? Do you guys like the flash forwards or not? And what do you guys think about season 7 so far? I personally enjoyed season 7 so far. I might actually make a video telling, like, not really a recap of season 7, but just how I exactly feel as of season 7. Is that a recap or a review? I don't know. I'm too lazy to think right now. My brain hurts from all this overthinking. So anyways, what do you guys think? Arrow season 7, the flash forwards, and Arrow as a whole. Look at me below, and I'll see you shadows later.